Feeling stressed? Take a break, take a breather, and step outside. It's midday. You've been dealing with a lot of things. You had your to-do list. The list is growing larger. When you're feeling the stress and overwhelm of your day, it's great to take a break. I like stepping outside. I love nature. I like going to a park that's near where I work, where I can decompress and just breathe. So right now I'm just doing some breathing exercises. I'm breathing in peace, and I breathe out stress, overwhelm, and any anxiousness. Some days you end up with a lot more to do than you plan. I started feeling some stress and overwhelm, and so I decided to go outside and breathe and just take a little drive. I find this very soothing. It only takes a few short minutes, and it allows me to come back to the office feeling like I can take on the afternoon and the rest of the day. What do you do to de-stress? Do you ever find yourself, as you're tackling things at work, that you have more than what you planned for, more than what you can do in a day, and you find yourself reacting instead of proactively going after things because things just need to get done? As I experienced that this morning, I just sat back and started to make a to-do list. Things I can do today that are realistic, and things that I gotta put off to another day, tomorrow morning or later in the week. There's a lot of times where we're responding to the urgent, but the question is, the urgent really urgent? Or are we just trying to clean the slate so we can feel better and feel less stress? As we deal with our tasks and priorities, it's important to be realistic. It's important to set goals and only take on what you can do in any given moment. It's also important not to just clean the slate, but to actually slow down, reassess, and figure out what activities you should be doing and what activities you really ought not to be doing. Not everything that needs to be done needs to be done. As an entrepreneur and business owner, we have to prioritize, and we really need to do the 20% that brings in 80% of the results. Oftentimes, we find ourselves trapped in tyranny of the urgent and just putting out fires and responding to things that are coming our way. Sometimes we need to delegate more. Sometimes we need to trust others with responsibility. And sometimes we just need to ignore what can be ignored. I find turning off my email notifications and only looking at email late in the morning and mid-afternoon or late afternoon does wonders for me. I usually look at email twice a day, and I'm not getting dinged throughout the day and constantly responding to email and interrupting the flow. So as I'm here by the Connequa Creek in South Central PA, it's actually, this park is called Hidden Creek Park behind Wegmans, and absolutely love it. It's only 15 minutes away from my home office, and I'm about to transition to my office where my practice is and have a couple of appointments this afternoon. For me, it's just great to stop off here, take a look, and just breathe. I want to encourage you to think about margin and creating margin in your life. Margin is just creating buffers and spaces throughout your day that you can do what you need to do, what's most important. You can breathe and really not take on too much. Creating some margin actually allows you to do some self-care, allows you to think and reflect. I use a daily note in a note-taking app where I journal in the morning. I choose what I'm focusing on during the day, and I also create notes and tasks that I can come back to throughout the day. And I also end the day with previewing the next day so I can leave everything at work. Ending your day with previewing the next day is a great tip to reduce stress in your evenings, so you're not thinking about work all the time. And that note's keeping things straight. You can come back to that note. It's like an assistant, and you'll just pick up tomorrow where you left off. I find when we don't do a review and preview of the next day, we really are working all evening. Your mind is trying to juggle things, keep things in order. But when you record it all, put it in a note, and then return to that note the next morning, it really frees you up to have good margin in the evenings where you can spend time with your family. You can spend some personal time. You can get some exercise, and you can breathe and just do something fun. As a busy entrepreneur, what kind of margin do you need to create in your own life? What are some of the things that you can do to breathe and just take in some fresh air? Even if it's in your office, even if it's just in a private space, like a conference room that nobody's using, even if it's just stepping outside and walking around the building. And if it's raining, maybe it's just going to your car and hanging out. You see, the truth is we have more power over our schedules than we think, especially as entrepreneurs and business people. We're usually the ones that are creating our schedule, And we can also create a little space here and there that helps us be healthy so that we're not so stressed and overwhelmed and at risk of burning out. It was fun today to share my break with you and show you where I take a break and kind of get recharged in the middle of the day, where I de-stress, declutter, and actually just deal with some overwhelm that I feel. If you like this video, check out my other videos on reducing stress. Click the like button and subscribe to my channel to get more tips and tools in reducing stress and overwhelm in your life and business. You can grab my free PDF in the link below in the description called Reduce Daily Stress Guide. And finally, make it a great day.